Okay, echelon forms. So pause the video and write this down. Pause now. Pause now. Okay. So let's talk about this. Maybe pause the video again and read what you just wrote down. See if you can make sense of it. Pause now. Pause now. Okay. Let's see some examples to illuminate what we mean by echelon form and reduced echelon form. This one right here, this is in echelon form. Okay, to see that, we're just going to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see which are satisfied and which are not. Okay, number 1, 0 rows. Okay, there are no 0 rows. Okay, a 0 row is a row consisting entirely of zeros, so we don't have that. We have 0 columns, but no 0 rows. So skip that one. Leading entries. So we have leading entries, the 2 and the 7. These are leading entries. Now, starting with 7, you can see that it is to the right. So it has to be strictly to the right. So the 7 is strictly to the right of the 2. Okay, so what you get is this, what we sometimes say is a staircase format. So the 2 can't be directly above the 7. Okay, what's next? Below every leading entry, there are only zeros. Okay, 7, below that is nothing, so we don't worry about that. Below the 2, there are only zeros, so good. Okay, so it's in echelon form, certainly. So let's see why this matrix is not in reduced echelon form. Well, the leading entries, well, right away, the leading entries need to all be 1s, equal to the number 1. So right away, that 2 is not a 1, so this is not in reduced echelon form. And just for fun, it doesn't pass condition 5 either, because above this leading entry, there is something that is not 0. Okay, more examples. So let me just scroll. Okay. Copy this example, just the example. Pause the video if you need to. So I just want to label these as being in echelon form, reduced echelon form, or neither. So you go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's wrong with part number letter A here? Well, I have a 0 row, right? I have a 0 row that is not at the bottom. So this fails to be echelon form. So therefore, it, by definition, fails to be reduced echelon form. It is neither. Okay, to be in reduced echelon form, you have to first be in echelon form. B. B is echelon. Okay, there are no 0 rows. You have this staircase thing happening, which is to say that this leading entry is to the right of the 5, and this leading entry is to the right of the 2. And for this leading entry, there's no row above it, so we don't worry about that. What else? Oh, erase. Too much erasing. 5. See if I can get that. Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyways. So I also need zeros below my leading entries. Okay, so below this 2, I have zeros, and below this 5, I have only zeros, so we're good. But it's not in reduced echelon form because that's not a 1, and that's not a 1. Okay, C is reduced echelon form. Okay, there are no 0 rows. I got my staircase thing happening. Okay, this leading entry is to the right of this one. And this leading entry is to the right of this one. Below this guy and this guy, I have only zeros. Oh, I have made a mistake. So it's certainly an echelon form. But oh, I got this. I screwed up my check of the reduced echelon form. Okay, so for reduced echelon form, I have, well, the leading entries are all ones. 1, 2, 3. Good. But problem is above this entry, above this leading entry, I have something that's not 0. So this fails to be reduced echelon form. So my apologies. I messed that one up. So this one is just echelon form. Okay, it passes 1, 2, 3, and 4, but it fails condition 5. Okay, so I want you to do now an exercise. So I'll pause the video and actually don't pause. The video is going to end right now. Copy this down, work it out, and we will take it up in the next video.